All right. Hello, everyone. We are back for session 12 of Transylvania Chronicles. Before we get into it, as always, I am streaming from the, traditional unceded, words are hard, um, stolen lands, it's been a day, of the Neokoska, Kaskaskia, Cohen, and Kickball people. I'm going to once again pass it to Chad. I just like doing it this way, so it's how I'm going to keep doing it.
I am streaming from the traditional lands of the Shumash.
We'll just keep going on the other way. Valencia.
Okay. I am streaming and I live and play in the stolen lands of the Multnomah, the Cathlamet, and Clackamas bands of Chinook Nation, Tualatin, Kalapuya, Molala, and many others that lived among the Columbia River.
And I am streaming, living, working, playing in the traditional unceded stolen lands of the Nahia Aski Plains Cree, Mechi FPE, the Naitso Piastakaway, the Tsutina Ianakochi, the Denisulin Nakotasu Anishinaabe, and the Nitsitapi.
Fantastic. Yeah, and again, as always, you can go to native-land.ca, find out more about the Indigenous people wherever you live worldwide, and support land back, because Jesus Christ, especially with everything going on in the world today, like, let's get some shit right. Anyway, on that note, Chad, would you like to give the recap? It's totally unrehearsed.
So last session, off the cuff, no script, we were tasked by Rodru to meet with and escort Vlad Tepish to meet with him so they can discuss a possible allyship, which they are a remarkable individual with a lot of talents to their name. So we arrive, speak with them, are not completely convincing. They need time to discuss it. We go off, meet a very interesting individual in a cave. The Salt Queen, another kindred, very old, very powerful, who we, by her decree, now worship and must return to eventually after our interesting conversations. Once we left their presence, very reluctantly, and tried to return to Vlad to see if he had an answer for us, we encountered some Tremere, which it was discussed briefly, and we tried to set on fire. It was not an incredibly successful attempt.
Which is a reasonable response to Tremere.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think our
kill it with fire.
Our impulses were right. Maybe our timing could have been better. So that did not work out for us. We got a stern talking to from Vlad. But we're able to convince him to let us escort him back to Rodru so they can have a continued conversation about allyship.
I do love that human Daddy Vladdy gave our 200-plus-year-old kindred an entire coterie, plus the
A
Tremere.
talking to.
Yeah, the verbal tongue lashing.
I mean, to be fair, non-chronologically, he's probably more mature than all of us put together.
You got me there.
Yeah.
Something about like spikes up assholes just mature as a person.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
I mean, you gotta be kind of mature not to make a lot of penetration jokes.
Let's be real. They were probably made.
Not by
He
Vlad,
walks past the
actually.
window, makes a comment.
Yeah,
Nobody
mean,
can
you
laugh.
know,
Nobody can laugh though. That's the thing. If somebody laughs, they get put up on the plate.
They get penetrated.
I mean, tempt me with a good time. Anyway, would you all be doing anything to prepare for your journey before you head back to Baron Radu?
I think Antonio's as prepared as he can be for the current situation.
Yeah.
Demetrian needs to decompress. So we'll be doing that in the leg embrace of somebody else.
I was going to say you'll be in your bunk with Cassian and whomever else.
and
Yeah,
somebody's
whoever.
wife.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah.
Don't
So
tell Vlad.
maybe. So maybe take a day or two.
Yeah.
Well, a night or two.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Perfect. Yeah. So you all eventually make your way. Although you took your own coach to get here, Vlad insists on his own personal driver. Says that he'll have his people return your carriage.
Okay. I'm assuming his
That's
is fancier and larger and probably as, if not more, suited for travel.
Suited for travel. The kindredness of it is a little questionable, but it's not like he's unaware of your existence and your allergy to sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, his is very like dark wood or maybe darkly painted, very like dark, almost black, but red, like velvet furniture on the inside. Very plush, very cozy. Uh, yeah, has some money clearly.
Yeah.
You know, things to consider, Antonio, whenever you're
Quite.
looking to make some purchases.
Mhm. Taking notes.
And most of the journey is fairly uneventful. You make your way back to Baron Radu, and who would go in first? Would you let Vlad lead the way, or would someone else go in to speak with the Baron?
Someone should probably go in first.
Sounds like Cassian's
Just
offering.
that?
Cassian volunteered.
No, God.
No, I'll go first.
Yeah. So, Demetrian, what do you say when you enter?
Esteemed Baron Radu, we return with Vlad in tow. No worse for wear. All safe and nothing complicated happened at all. Just some things.
Yes,
Some things.
I'm sure, given the reputation of your coterie, I'm sure nothing happened. The
I'm
last
not gonna
week
say
was
nothing
well,
happened.
the last week and a half, 2 weeks were uneventful, I'm sure. Boring.
There were some things of note, but nothing to sneeze at.
Yes. No Tremere lit on fire.
That's the thing of note, but like I said, nothing to sneeze at. There's just flaming Tremere. They flame all the time. They try to flame us.
Well, from what I understand, they weren't quite as aflame as you might like to think that they were.
No, unfortunately.
Mm. And in the middle of the street, no less.
As you know, you probably feel the same way. With Tremere, it's kind of on site. It's
Mm.
like when you see them and you see their sigil, when you see them, it's like somebody has like a very, very, like someone has a violin and they're very, very angrily like stroking back and forth on the violin. You know that sound, right?
No, I can't say I'm familiar.
Hold on. It's kind of
Amazing. Amazing. I'm so glad that it's like right here in my ear.
That's what I was saying.
You're welcome. That's
That
exactly how it is.
that was lovely. Clearly being very sarcastic. Well, might I suggest that a little more restraint should be in order going forward?
Going
Maybe
forward,
not on
yes.
site.
Not on site.
Maybe be a little more cautious.
Let them strike
we
first.
do, while we do outpower the kind, they outnumber us significantly. And our
Cockroaches.
yes, our weaknesses make us very vulnerable should they know about our existence.
Yeah. Noted. And sealed away in the vault for later encounters. Like I said, not on site, not unless provoked first. Let them make the first move.
Indeed. Now, where is our esteemed guest?
He should be coming any second with the rest of us.
Hey, yo.
That's our cue.
Get in
Announcing
here.
Lord Tepish.
Yes, Antonio, we know who he is. Thank you. And Baron Radu says, "We'll retire to my study. I trust that the four of you will remain out of trouble."
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Mm,
Always remain out of trouble.
mm. Doesn't actually say any further word. Just
Makes grunting
Kinda-
sounds at us.
yeah,
Just the glare and a
ring grunt. Yeah.
Mhm.
Before just sort of like swishing his heavy robes and leading Vlad into his study.
Like Snape style with his robes?
I'm sorry, what?
Like Snape style with the robes?
We don't need to talk about that transphobes stuff, but
Fair.
similar, yes. Yeah, we do not support just kidding the shitty author.
Fair enough.
Anyway, but similar. Just that dramatic like kind of robe flip as you storm off. So, what are the four of you doing in the meantime?
Well, we weren't dismissed, so I guess we're just hanging out.
Yeah, just chilling, you know.
Chatting. I have one of my birds on my shoulders.
Just one.
Yeah, just one.
Which one?
The white raven.
I'm guessing you forgot to keep the names written down somewhere.
The. Here, wait, I have it somewhere. Just like. I think I put it on my
Flashback to
plate.
last week.
Ba, ba, ba. Notes, concept. Sir Nunos.
Yeah.
It's the white one. Sir Nunos.
So, what are the four of you doing other than just kind of hanging out? Anything in particular?
Does anyone feel drawn back to that cave?
Oh God, don't talk about that cave again. Well, I'll give her that she was adorable, but once
Was
is
she?
enough. Yes, she
She's very
was.
fun. And
Maybe
also
for
she's very
you.
powerful.
She's a sweet old lady, but you know that one time is enough. It's one of
No,
those like you visit once at the
One and done.
you visit once, you know, and then you're like, bye, I'll come back again, and then you like hope that she kind of dies before she expects you back. Not that I've done that
grandparents that you
before.
don't.
That
The
sounds a little
grandparents that you
specific.
don't actually like.
Yeah. um. So no, I don't feel. I don't want to. I really
good.
don't want to.
If anyone feels like doing that, let us all know.
Although I don't know if we should be saying this so openly with
I mean,
the
I just said
raven
it.
there.
That's the other thing.
Cassie,
Cassie-
your raven starts like pecking your ear.
Cassian, you need to wrangle that thing.
Do you mind? Go hang out with your friends.
It kind of tilts its head at you, and I don't know that they can actually shrug, but whatever the closest a Corvid
They-
can,
I'm
Yeah,
sure
they do that.
they
They do
can
like
move
a
their
little.
wings just enough.
yeah.
They dip their head in.
Yeah. Just kind of gives you that puzzled look for a moment, and then flies off.
Okay. Now that's gone. Like I said, she's really cute, everything, but no, we're not. I mean, not unless no.
No
It's not
reason.
really. It's not really completely her. Those worshippers kind of give me the creeps.
It was
Same.
100% her for me.
Well, I
never
mean,
wanna go back there ever.
understandable, seeing as how she kind of like made a scrub out of you in an arm wrestling contest.
And whose fault is that?
Yours?
No, I didn't
For
want to do it.
you insulted her and
How?
insulted.
That's pretty insulted already.
Yeah, what do you mean how? You like looked at her and you kind of insinuated that she was frail.
After
so-
attacking her and not successfully, I might add.
Yeah.
She literally jumped out at me. I didn't fight. I literally instinct.
What are you, a human?
I'm sorry. I have
Burn.
even in my literal hundreds of years of life never seen a salt person come to life. Never even seen a salt person.
Well, you haven't lived. How do you not see a salt person? Have you really never encountered anything like that?
I want to stay far away from your circle of people, Michigan.
Listen,
I-
I've
you-
seen, I've been everywhere, man. I've seen. You know, that'll make a good song.
That would be a good song.
Anyway, it'll be
Great
like,
song for someone
"I've
who
been
wears a lot of black.
everywhere. I've
Mhm.
been everywhere." It's somewhere, something like that. Anyway, um, I've seen a lot of things, met a lot of people in my travels, as one does when you're getting in and out of trouble and sleeping with people you shouldn't sleep with, and traveling across Europe. You kind of meet some weird folks.
Yeah, no, I see. I never did that.
Uh,
Do you see how old I look? Do you see how old I look? Didn't exactly have a chance to experience life before unlife,
I mean,
and even after unlife.
fair.
Everyone I met either I was just trying to get info out them, or I was putting a knife in them.
See, I was putting something else in them. Um,
I was about to say, are you sure the knife wasn't a metaphor for something? But
I
no, remember, because that time with us was his first time.
right.
Yeah.
It was not the first time. All right, let's just get that out of the way. Technically,
should-
it was not the first time.
You should really,
Uh-huh.
I don't know, go in the ocean or something and like travel that way. You get to see lots of weird stuff.
Yeah, I mean, oh my gosh, I lived.
Do you
I
mean like
lived-
boat or like actually in the ocean?
I mean, by boat. Take a ship. Travel.
What
The ocean.
I
kind
mean,
of question was that, Jason?
Theoretically, yeah, we
Pirate.
don't
Please.
we don't breathe. We could literally just
That's
walk.
true, but still.
That'd be an excellent way to travel. It gets so dark
Antonio,
down at the
what
bottom of
does
the
exist?
ocean.
Hello?
We lost our Chad.
Oh,
No.
Antonio
Okay, well-
kind of just left us.
But Antonio just
Learn-
walked away.
learn
It's like, this is
obfuscate.
ridiculous.
Yeah, he learned to obfuscate over the last. Anyway, continue on.
That was such a. You know what? It's a very you question, but yes, you're young. You were young when you were unlifed. But I mean, I lived a whole lot of life before that age. Though I will say a lot
Became
of
a
that was
pirate.
not my choice.
I was also gonna say, do you remember me telling you I was literally grew up in a mountain village? Not much of things to do out there.
Street life is not fun. Anyway, and anybody else go somewhere dark? No, I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about. Oceans?
Yeah, Antonio
Cassian.
went somewhere really dark.
Maybe we could travel on the bottom of the ocean. You know, it gets really dark when it gets down further and further.
Does it?
Yeah. Haven't you ever fallen off a ship before?
I've
I mean, most
never
people
been on a
died.
ship.
That's fair. That's fair.
You lived in Greece.
On a mountain.
But Greece is surrounded by the ocean.
Not
There are
entirely.
mountains in the ocean.
See?
Like there's literal like island mountains.
Hey, do you remember when we went to Athens
It's
and I
most-
told you I was gonna take a night or two to dip off to my home village? I was literally an hour or two away near the mountains.
I thought you
Far
were
away
dipping
from-
in water.
No.
I mean, I would.
I was
Yeah, Jason.
like,
Jason heard that story about that one guy, Odysseus or something. 10 years at
What?
sea.
yeah.
Poseidon chasing after him.
10
you know.
years. 10 years to go from Troy to Greece, which is not that far.
I was gonna say, listen, I have had some interesting things in my life to happen. Never had a chance to go towards the ocean.
That's unfortunate.
It is
I
unfortunate.
think you would have liked it.
Yeah. You also haven't lived
Would have.
until you've had till you've had like a sort of a sweet by the ocean.
A what?
Yeah. Some sweets, like a
like a cake.
Oh.
cake. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta. You haven't lived until you had some cake by the ocean.
It's true.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know how well eating cake by the ocean is gonna work for me.
The voice in the sky says it's a metaphor.
Metaphor.
Meanwhile, Jason just has like a piece of cake and it's just covered in sand.
Sitting next to the ocean, it's like, this is gonna hurt.
Also, the fact that you guys can't eat anymore.
That's what I mean. This is gonna hurt.
Okay, I'm going to be 100% honest. That was both Jason and Raven both going, but we can't eat cake on the ocean anymore.
Let's speak for yourself.
No.
Demetrian eats cake all the time.
No, you see, that's just it. That literally did not even pop up in Raven's head at all. In my head at all, IRL.
It's okay. You're just our little innocent being.
Oh, sweet little.
I am. Listen, I am far from
Speaking of innocent,
And he's back.
Welcome back.
Hey, Antonio, flip back into
Welcome back.
Yes.
I just know it's Renson chasing scared Poseidon.
That's why I brought up Odysseus.
I was in the moment.
It's okay. It's okay. So our coterie bickers about sweets by the side of the sea, amongst other things. Antonio lurks in the shadows for a little bit, and eventually, Baron Radu reemerges. Vlad, close behind, and says, "I need the four of you to do one more task.
Anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Please escort our dear Voivode to the Cathedral of Flesh to see Yorick."
Wait, we're going there? I've heard things.
Oh, I can assure you, the things you've heard pale in comparison.
Oh, joy.
Exactly what I wanted to hear. Okay, let's do it. Let's go.
Now,
All right. Do we even know where it
Demetrian's
is?
just like vibrating with excitement.
He's just like,
What were you saying, Raven?
I was like, Jason's like, do we even know where it is?
It moves.
we'll get directions, obviously. That happens off screen in between scenes. Did you not read the script?
Yeah, I said
I
it to
did.
everyone but Raven.
I was gonna say yes, I did. It was all it was said was be argumentative.
Listen, just full disclosure, there is no script here. That's just Raven. we did establish that there's just a hint of brattiness there. Pre-stream.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny. Anyone else have anything before you head off?
No.
Any questions?
No.
Any questions?
Like I was gonna say, like we kind of went into the last place unprepared. Do we need anything to prepare for this?
No. Yorick can do any of that might be necessary.
Understood.
So pure escort mission.
Yes.
Understood?
Can we stay a while?
That's up to you.
Okay. Good to know.
Cassian,
Mhm.
as you and the rest of the coterie, as well as your new bestie, Vlad, all head outside, you do notice you are noticeably missing one raven.
Who?
The white raven.
My white raven? Wait, no, you took my message too late.
No.
Yeah, your ravens aren't their friend no more.
Ugh,
No, I mean, they just made some new friends.
Sir New
Specifically
Nose.
one.
Sir New Nose. Come back.
So you gotta go see her. Darn.
Erg. We might have to go back to the cave witch. Might have to go back to Gutka.
No.
She's taking all my raven.
But they
We'll
have
get
such
you some new
sights to show
ravens.
us.
The other like dozen ravens all just giving you a side eye.
Mm. Cassian, you can't be saying out loud that that's your favorite one or something like that.
I'm not saying they're my favorite. They're just she's taking all my ravens. She's like putting thoughts in their brains and talking to me with them.
Why don't you ask the other ones if they've seen where that one went?
Okay. I call one over.
Oh, they all come over.
Aw, they're so cute.
Yeah. So like all dozen of them all
Just
land
like-
on you. Yeah, yeah. The classic bird lady.
Some are on my head. There's a couple on the
Mhm,
shoulders, all on the arms.
Exactly. And what do you ask?
Do you know what's going on with the other ravens? Like, why do they keep going back to the Gutka?
One of them says, just the one.
Just the one. Just Sir Nuno.
And they all like nod. Not exactly at the same time, but like they're not in perfect sync. They're just like all nodding in agreement.
That's cute.
Hmm. Why does she want Sir Nuno's? Do you know?
You hear in a voice that sounds vaguely familiar. We must go see her.
Okay.
From each, like they all just like
One
the
by
I am
one.
Spartacus, but like
Mm.
just at random. And so for everyone who doesn't speak Crow, it just sounds like a lot of cawing.
Is it like one after the other too? So it's like eerie.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
like not
I love
in
it.
order, like
I
not in
love it.
order. It's just at random.
Like
It's a
random.
cacophony.
Mhm.
It's a
Yeah.
cacophony.
Caw.
Oh, Anna, that
Yeah.
was adorable. Thank you.
That was very cute.
So
I mean, Rin, if you're not doing anything, if you want to clip that, that'd be amazing. That'd be forever.
just put it on loop. No. So I'll be like, okay, and then I'll send them back. Go do what you need to do. I follow, watch, the usual.
I'm
And
gonna
then
I'm gonna ask you this.
okay.
Is that how you want to phrase that?
What? What
Is
what
that
did
how
I
you want to
say?
phrase that?
What did
question?
I say? What did I say?
Something to the effect of "Go do whatever you need to."
Oh, okay. I'll go stay.
Tell them to resume their duties. As
Yeah,
per your
I'll say-
command,
I'll say
no one else's.
continue guarding us and watching over us. The usual work that you do for me, not for somebody else.
Weirdly specific. Yeah, they resume kind of lurking off in the distance.
Okay. I don't like that.
As far as you can tell, none of them like take off and fly back to
Just
Gusto.
Sir Nunos. Sir Nunos was there from the beginning.
Cassian, you gotta get a handle on your ravens. First you lose Shoshana, now who's next?
Shoshana? Who's Shoshana?
You know, the white one, Sylvester.
Sir Nunos?
Yeah. Salami.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You got it. Sure.
I'm terrible with names.
That's fine. I understand. Got him.
Yeah. So with that, yeah, they resume their normal. Like they just kind of typically watch from a distance, which would be ominous to anyone who isn't Cassian. Or the rest of the coterie who's probably kind of used to it at this point.
I just wave at them.
I feel like we probably all have our favorite raven in her bunch. It's like that one. That one's our favorite. Listen, everyone's got a favorite.
It's not nice to have favorites.
We don't. No.
I love them all.
It's not nice to tell them you have a favorite.
They will notice.
Birds are smart.
Not if you don't interact with any of them at all.
Just Sir Nunos is the one who's been with me the longest. We just have a bond. It's normal.
Headaches.
Birds bond.
You give me headaches.
You're welcome.
And with that, our coterie departs, Vlad in tow, in his private carriage, for the mountains, back to our lovely Carpathians. But not quite as far north. You're headed more southeastern. And after a few days of travel, you notice that the landscape, a lot of Transylvania is very wooded. That's the name. In case you didn't know, Sylvan is often associated with woods. You see that quickly the landscape becomes barren, like a blasted heath. There are hills that are just gray and lifeless. And as you continue, you do notice there is where'd that go? What looks to be a volcano that has erupted at some point in the past. You see that the cap of it is just completely blown off. And you continue along that path until the horses balk, and we'll go no further.
Why do we stop?
The driver says they're terrified. I can't get them to go anywhere, and you can hear the like terrified neighing of these horses.
What's got them so scared?
Who knows?
I was gonna. Jason will take a step out and look around and see what's going on, what's nearby.
Nothing. Like I said, it is a gray blasted heath. There is just gray earth.
Well, I mean, if they're not going to go any further, we're not going to make them. That would not be great for
Be
them.
cruel and unusual.
Yeah, much like your favoritism.
Wow.
Every caretaker has a favorite charge. You just don't let them know.
Exactly. See?
I don't.
Or you can like all of them.
Yeah,
You can love
Like
all
all
of
of
them. You can
them.
love them equally.
and
Exactly.
like
Always a
them.
favorite.
Love and like.
But so we're gonna have to continue on foot now, though.
Let's just go. Let's just go. Bring the horses back. Get them to a place where they're feeling not as anxious and scared, and make sure they're fed and they have water and they rest up.
Vlad turns to you and says, "You did not order my driver."
Well, can you tell them, please?
He just snaps, and they go to what you can assume he has probably given orders to do previously.
Okay. Just as long as the horses are fine, that's all I care about. Sorry for overstepping.
You are
Yes.
forgiven. This time. Amazing. Amazing. I cannot wait until he's a kindred. It's going to go very well for everyone. So you continue on foot?
We have no other choice.
Absolutely. It is several more miles of hiking before you see a large depression in the earth and a cave at the mouth of which yawns like the mouth of hell. And that seems to be your destination.
That looks fun.
I agree.
I was kind of
They know how to
expecting.
decorate.
I was kind of expecting an actual cathedral or something.
I think it's more a title.
Just wait.
It
Let's-
gets cooler.
We're not there yet. This is the foreplay.
This is the tease.
Yeah, we got to get it good and moist.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Gotta get the deep cavern all nice and moist.
Mhm.
Exactly. Yeah, you
You
get
can
it.
just run in there, feet dry.
Well, some people are into that, all right?
I'm not here to kink shame. I'm just here to confess.
Inconsiderate to assume. So until you know, proceed with
Sure.
caution.
Anyways,
Shall we?
Let's.
Vlad has already started ahead of you. While the four of you bicker about foreplay.
He's already tired of our shit, and he's just met us, and it's
Mhm.
your fault, Jason.
hey,
And
no,
don't. No, I'm not. That's it. I'm done. I'm walking.
I'm walking.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you're walking here. You continue along, and as Vlad reaches the mouth of the cave, you hear him shout out, "Yorick, you see me? Here I am." And just awaits a response.
What?
Anyone?
There's no answer.
Do we just shout?
Perhaps one of us
Louder?
should go in and see who's home. Jason?
Wow.
I mean, you're the sneakiest among us. If there's something wrong, you're the best to get in and out, right?
I mean, you're not wrong, but the way this speed you volunteered me.
I mean, thoughts of you just inspire speed. You're so quick.
I don't know how I feel about that. As he says, as he just gets walking past you to try to get ahead and see if he can see anything ahead.
So as you head inside, Vlad turns to the rest of you and says, "You are vampires, are you not? Let us go. What are you afraid of?"
No fear,
The end.
No,
just caution.
nothing. Yeah.
We wouldn't
Well,
want to enter
no fear.
uninvited if they're not ready for us. It'd be rude.
Yeah, entering into a cavern before they're ready is never something you should do. But then again, we're talking about somebody that puts
I'm
big sticks into butts.
And
So you know what? Fuck it. Let's go.
At the mention of the impaling, you see he just grins. And says,
He would.
Yep.
"Let us
You like
proceed."
that, huh?
He just kind of chuckles to himself as he walks ahead.
Let's go.
Jason?
Let's go.
Jason, a few feet into the cave, it starts to darken, and you notice something seems to be growing on the stone walls. Do you get a closer look, or do you just
nope.
keep walking?
I stopped moving entirely. Wait for everyone. I'm like, I'm just gonna take a couple steps back and wait for everyone to catch up.
Yeah. So all of you see something appears to be growing on the stone wall of the cave, and Jason has frozen.
Growing.
What?
Wow, Jason, what is it?
Huh.
What is that?
Yeah, so last time I got close to something on a wall, it jumped out at me. Someone else can go ahead and go look at that.
I'll poke it with my sword.
Poke it with
You
a sword.
do, and you see it looks strange because this is much larger than you've ever seen this, but it looks like whatever it is has goosebumps, and you see that it trembles.
Why would it splash wall?
Fleshy cave, you say?
Mhm.
I'm gonna touch it.
You do, and you're reminded of several people's wives and the trembling with pleasure that they've experienced at your touch.
I drag my nails across it.
You notice there is a large vein, like larger than even your thighs.
Did we find this cave's geode spot?
I think so.
Found something.
Who
I
dares me to bite it?
I don't.
don't know if that's safe. Again,
I
we
do.
What
don't
if it's not
exactly
blood?
yeah, we don't know exactly what's going on. Let's just keep going.
Vlad?
Maybe you should ask the host.
Exactly.
You know, you're right. You're right.
Very well.
Not fun, but you're right.
Move on.
Let's go.
As you continue, you start to notice organs in the wall, intestines, hearts, lungs, all pumping as if they're alive.
Maybe they do have blood in them.
Oh, it most certainly smells like blood. It
I'm just
smells
touching.
like very warm human blood. A hint of vitae.
Control yourself, Demetrian. Control yourself, Demetrian. Control yourself, Demetrian.
Do they feel
Remember
very
your
alive
breathing
or close to death?
It's hard to tell because the anatomy is very unusual here.
Okay.
Because you don't see that any of these organs seem to be attached to a body. Just
Okay.
this flesh.
Okay. Interesting.
Control yourself.
Demetrian, the vein that you saw, you can assume to be maybe the equivalent of an artery because you see as smaller veins and capillaries branch off
Mm-hmm.
up and down all across the cavern floor as you continue along. And as you approach what looks to be the door to a very ornate cathedral, you see the wall of the cathedral is lined with faces. And the faces are all moaning.
Someone had a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Dozens of faces. If
All
not,
of them.
What
Hmm.
kind of moaning? Is it like pleasure or is it like pain?
sometimes pleasure, sometimes pain.
Okay.
Control yourself. Control yourself. Control yourself. Control yourself.
And Cassian, as you maybe ponder that to yourself, I think you take a step forward and you can hear the groans of pain, followed quickly by moans of pleasure. You take another step with the same effect. You realize that
Oh,
the floor is a
it's that.
little spongier than you're used to a stone floor being. A little more malleable.
Cassian looks down. Oh, we're doing that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Demetrian's just like digging their nails into their arm to like control themselves.
Cassian offers an arm. Do you need more?
Are you good for a bite?
Yeah.
Demetrian bites down on Cassian's arm hard. Okay, feel a little bit better.
Okay. Okay. Good.
A little bit better. Okay.
There are two forms that come out of the doorway. They appear to be the same large, monstrous creatures you had seen before. Not the exact same ones, but the same type of creatures,
Mm-hmm.
made of masses of others stitched together. And they beckon you inward. And you see that as they stand near the cathedral walls, the faces reach their tongues out to lick the flesh of these creatures.
Gonna need that arm again?
Just holds out their arm. There you go.
Thanks. Chomps down.
Do you draw blood?
A little bit.
Some of Cassian's vitae spills on the ground, and Cassian, you see as it does, the floor ripples, and the moans become orgiastic cries of pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
That's not helping.
Mm-mm.
Not helping.
Mm-mm. Uh-uh. Can we, let's just go in. Let's just go in. Let's just go in. Let's just
Let's go in. Let's go in.
let's just go in because I will never leave.
As you enter the doorway, you notice you don't hear the moans and groans and sounds of pleasure anymore, but you hear a very loud, consistent heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Each of you, please give me a willpower roll.
Willpower.
Give me that will. Ooh,
One success.
Two
Just straight
successes.
3 successes.
Chad, you
That
said how
makes
many?
sense for me.
Chad, you said you got how many?
2.
2?
3.
Raven.
I hit the button waiting for it to do its thing.
Oh, yes, Rin, this is absolutely the Cathedral of Flesh. I'm sorry, you got it. What?
2 successes.
Okay. One of you manages barely to resist Cassian. But you feel hunger like you have never felt hunger before.
Mm.
You feel the beast within you raging as it is trying to compel you to glut yourself. The rest of you immediately find the nearest vein and start drinking as much blood as you possibly can.
Oh, I'm so glad I didn't do that, because if I did, I'd probably get anathema.
Yeah.
Mm.
And all 3 of you who failed feel your humanity slipping a little bit. As
No.
each of you will potentially gain a stain on your soul.
Okay.
Okay.
When you finally are able to break yourself away, tell me, let's start with Antonio. How do you feel? Having the beast so violently take control of you, take away all of your power to resist.
I feel restless. I feel inspired to be the most physical and unrestrained as I can be.
Mm. Okay. Antonio, you will lose 2 points of humanity, but you do not gain a stain on your soul. You become a little more monstrous in this moment, a little less human.
Okay.
Jason, after glutting yourself on this blood of the cathedral, how do you feel?
In the simplest way to put it, violated.
Maybe even ashamed?
Not ashamed because he looks at it as that wasn't him. Clearly, something took over, and that's what mostly makes him feel violated.
Jason, you remember your mentor, your sire, shortly after you were first turned, telling you about the beast, the instinct that every kindred has, the danger of being undead, that should you fully succumb, you would have no humanity, you would have no free will. You would be just a mindless beast, devouring everything it sees. And I feel like you probably haven't had a lot of experience with the beast in that kind of sense. Even in your 200 years, you've been able to control yourself fairly well. This is the first time it's really reared its ugly head.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, in addition to violation, probably fear.
Yeah. A little bit of anger in there as well.
Mhm. Absolutely. Jason, you will also lose 1 point of humanity, and you will gain a stain. Demetrian, how do you feel in this moment?
Conflicted. Conflicted because physically phenomenal, but Demetrian, I don't like losing control of myself at all. So I'm also a bit, not a bit, a lot frustrated that I could not keep hold of myself. That nothing I did to try to stifle that desire um, worked. So um, just frustrated with myself with my lack of self control.
Absolutely. I would say you would also lose 1 point of humanity and gain a stain. As each of you, in various levels, feels a little bit of torment in this moment, a little bit of the horror of what you actually have become for the first time in 200 plus years of your own life. Antonio, probably the least conflicted. Cassian, I think, although you were able to resist, you still know your beast hungers. Your
Mhm.
beast wants to indulge. So while you were able to resist, I think there's probably still an element of shame,
Yeah,
fear.
I would have uh physically reached out and grabbed like Demetrian's arm and uh like feeling a little of that not being able to control, and that like just like that moment being able to let it slide over me basically and not like submit to my desire. But I would have been trying to help like Demetrian and Chad or and Antonio and Jason. Not Chad. Chad, you're suddenly in the story. Come on.
Tattoo.
That's just Antonio's nickname.
The classic nickname. Not Tony, Chad.
I mean,
And I
we call Richard's Dick. I mean, so
No,
I mean,
it's because Antonio learned from Demetrian how to mew go no, and did it so perfectly that Demetrian's like, no, you're the Chad now.
amazing, amazing.
and Cassian would have been trying to like help them out of it, kind of trying to I don't know, trying to get them out of the desire, the urge.
Demetrian,
Hmm.
as you stand up from off your knees, Vlad approaches and just takes a single finger and kind of wipes it along your chin and licks the blood off.
Mm. Do you want more of a taste?
That will come.
That it will. Hmm.
Yes, Chad. So will all of you. Lots of coming to be had.
If I had a heartbeat, it'd be beating.
You can will your blood to rouse, to will your heart to beat again, should you choose.
I've had enough. I've had enough
You don't want to get hungrier?
uncontrolled
Weird.
desire.
Absolutely. So, all of you can see two red eyes that were not there when you first entered, peering from the darkness within.
Cassian waves.
Hmm. that a person?
I think so. They didn't move when I waved.
And you see clearly they blink because
Ah,
the
that's a person.
eyes disappear for a moment and then reappear quickly. And then the form of a very thin person. Someone who has flesh hanging off their bones. But you see has bones protruding from their skin as well. In interesting designs, very unnatural designs. Approaches and says, "Ah, yes, my pet. And escorts. I'm so glad you made it. I see you've already indulged."
A little bit.
No,
Cassie. Nah, no, I'm good.
I'm good.
A little bit. A little bit. The call was unfortunately very strong. But yes, we bring Vlad.
As I see. Vlad, shall we? And Vlad is a little more quiet than you've seen thus far. He's been fairly talkative when required or when appropriate, but he just silently approaches, and you see that this, you assume Yorick, takes him into a private room. You are left in this fairly dark chamber, but you do notice, after a moment, some sort of unnatural light seems to brighten up the scenery, and above you stretches what appears to be very large rib cages on either side. And you do notice moisture all along the ceiling and the walls.
So that's what it looks like in here.
Apparently.
Homie.
And cozy.
It was.
Periodically, you see what appears to be spinal cords arranged into columns, holding up the ceiling. And going about their business are several of the more unusual Tsamisi creations that you've seen. Some of the more armored warrior types.
So this is where these guys come from, or
Did they? I think Rain froze.
Yeah.
oh, there they are.
I love
There we
I
go.
love that this is just how my internet decides to be like once every stream now. Just like, oh, you're gonna freeze for no reason. Just one time. Randomly. Anyway, what was the last thing you heard?
The armored Smisi.
Oh, okay. Perfect. That was what you had seen. That's where I left off. They are guarding the door. So,
The
what
door
are you
that
doing?
Vlad and they went into.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll go up to one of them and ask, so what do you think they're doing in there?
They are very much like the British guards, and they
That's what I
stand
was hoping.
almost statue.
That's what I was hoping.
Do you think we tip the hat back?
I don't know if
They're not
touching them is a good idea.
Y'all wonder how we are always getting into some.
I just get really, really close.
poking the wrong things.
I'm not gonna touch you, but
See, have you ever poked a sleeping bear with a stick?
yes.
It's
I'm
not
sure they have.
fun.
Once a month.
Wait,
What do you?
What's
What do you? The bear was my friend.
Stalwart companion.
I'm not talking about a person.
I'm not talking about a person
Oh.
either.
An actual bear.
Yeah,
I met them. They're very friendly.
They are.
Cassian probably has met some bears.
Cassian has the birds. Demetrian has the bears. That's their thing. You don't remember?
Yeah.
Jason's just like frozen at the most like I don't have the energy at the moment to fight on that one. Just be careful, all right? Because this place is dangerous. And I was gonna say, Jason's just gonna start walking out.
You worry too much.
You're back out of the cave.
Yeah, he's gonna walk completely out. He's done with this place.
Hmm.
Don't go
Poor
too
Jason.
far.
I'm not. I'm just getting out of Flesh Cave. I don't feel comfortable here.
Okay. Who
Right,
has
I'm once again dying at Ren's comments. So
I'm sorry.
As the twinks,
Oh,
slowly, we have Jason.
comment.
That's why I'm covering my mouth. I love you, Red. I love
I
you.
heard you say something different than what you actually said.
In which part?
It was coming in mouth. That was all I heard, and that was not what you said.
Mm.
Wow.
RB.
Wishful
Yeah.
thinking.
Twinks.
In case my internet goes out. Snowfall warning.
Ah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We're all having internet issues. Yeah. So Jason, you leave as per usual. The rest of you, as you are waiting, pestering these poor guards, you notice
They're fine.
the ground below you starts to tremble. You can see like undulation in the flesh of the floor.
Is it coming from anywhere in particular?
Oh, it's coming.
Mm.
It's coming. Yeah. You cannot tell exactly, but a few moments later, the door bursts open. You see Vlad, face just dripping with blood, smiling, wide-eyed, like the full-on, like batshit crazy eyes, and says,
Hey!
"I'm one of you."
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You look real happy about it.
Yes. York is no more.
Okay, buddy.
Okay.
I think you had a lot to drink today. Why don't we get you to the carriage so you can kind of get a handle on how you feel in your new undead body?
No.
Right?
I do not need that. And just as quickly as he says that, you see he is there, and then he is gone. Which you've seen. Jason has celerity. Jason has done similar things. Just running super fast. And yeah, fast as fuck, boy. Antonio and Cassian, with your dark vision, you can see the very exsanguinated corpse of one formerly known as Yorick.
He just
inside of the other room.
how old was York?
Old.
Fuck.
The over the table. I don't think any of you would necessarily know this, but it took thousands of years to craft the Cathedral of Flesh. Thousands. Which, to be fair, uh, your Sedite friend is also a few thousand years old, but it's you saw what they could do.
Great.
Vlad
I don't
now
think
has
that's
that power.
normal for the child to immediately kill the.
Oh no, I mean, I think this was
Very,
already like
It's very
it was a
anarch.
thing, huh?
Yeah, it's very anarch. It's very anarch of
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, very anarcho.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Well,
as the three of you are still pondering what has just happened, trying to figure out, the floor undulation continues, but it is now to the point that it is almost like a tongue pushing you out the mouth of the cave. The
I think
three of
it's
you are
giving birth.
forced
Cute.
out.
yeah, I think we gotta get the hell out of here.
I wouldn't say that. And you see the cave mouth from the outside starts to collapse, and you see this horrific, fleshy cathedral as it breaks open the crust of the earth and begins to walk away of its own accord.
Oh,
What do its
Uh,
legs look like?
are they chicken legs?
It looks like thousands of regular human legs.
Ah,
Got it.
Great. Are we in it right now? Still?
No. It forced you out. That's what I was saying. Like, it
Okay.
forced you out of
Okay.
the cave.
Okay.
So you're watching from the outside.
Okay. That
It expelled you. It shit you out.
that makes sense. Why it moves?
it ejected us.
That was an experience.
Mm-hmm.
Or well, all of us or just them? Because I have to experience.
You were already
You
out.
were,
You left.
you were
You
already
left.
outside. Yeah.
Okay, I just want to double check, see if how
Yeah.
soon after all me walking out did that happen.
Yeah, you were
And-
already gone.
Again, while you are just trying to figure out what the fuck just happened, Vlad just makes his presence known directly behind you, Dimitri, and says, "My friends, shall we?"
Yeah.
What is it with people trying to come behind me? You gotta come in front of me.
Mm.
You want to
From
see them
wherever I want.
coming.
I have
Exactly.
so much power.
Yes, my friend. Yes, my friend. You suck them dry. Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. That guy was old, right? That guy was old.
Really old.
He's literally right behind you.
I was gonna say clearly he was also weak.
No, I feel like this. Like I was gonna say earlier, I feel like this is a thing that was predetermined.
Yeah.
What are you
Or
talking about?
Vlad took advantage of the
I mean,
situation.
dude came out and said, "Ha, my pet. Yes, come here," and we just kind of let him take him. And then this one right here, hi Vlad, comes out and he's like,
I mean, we
I'm
totally
powerful.
didn't. We totally didn't tell him that both sides wanted to use him, did we? Did we not?
What?
And the
What?
whole guy calling him first interaction his pet reinforced that ideology.
So
Also,
you're
there was
you're saying that he just kind
discussion
of kept
of-
sucking?
Yeah.
Huh?
There was also some discussion of you guys saying like these older, more powerful kindred want to use him, and him saying, "Oh no, it's
It was
me who's using them."
it
Yeah,
was
that
us,
too.
us who gave him the idea.
Yeah,
Which is very
Or
on
he might
brand
have
for
already
him.
had the idea because he's Vlad.
Vlad, did you by chance suck him dry without his consent?
Is it ever consensual?
Of course I did.
High five.
He would never willingly give me that power. I took it, as you must do with power. Yeah, he's just leaving you hanging.
Fist bump.
I'll be
Elbow.
nice. I was gonna say I watched him leave Dimitri Hamley. I'll be nice and I give them a high five.
Not you.
Would you like a demonstration of my new powers?
Depends what you're demonstrating.
What's your demonstration?
Are you gonna stop that thing? Because that thing is a very much so not good for random people to see. As he's pointing at the giant flesh monster.
Jason, you realize you don't know where the cathedral went. Despite being quite large, it moved surprisingly quickly.
And that's more terrifying now. We're gonna have to be worried about that now.
No, we don't have to worry about that thing. That thing's been doing that thing for who knows how fucking long. Don't worry about the thing.
Exactly, and we don't know if it holds grudges or not.
Why would it? It's
We don't know
Raven.
anything.
no,
Anyway,
Jason, por favor, deja la mierda. Deja la mierda. Stop worrying so much. Do you not see the current pressing? Nah, I wouldn't say
Yes.
problem issue.
I wasn't. What?
It-
Okay.
we have this. Points at Vlad.
And he wants to demonstrate to
Yeah.
us. Maybe it
And
won us.
that
Jason,
Cassian,
Cassian,
as you say that, he's no longer behind Demetrian. He is
Ugh.
face to face with you and says, "Would you like to be first?"
what are you going to
What are
do?
you going to do?
Show you. Show
How?
you the power of the blood.
But can you be more specific?
Hmm.
Without doing. Describe?
He just stands again, like faced it, like probably noses touching, and cackles.
I'm weak, baby. Don't kill me, please.
Cassian. Vlad, if you're gonna demonstrate on anyone, do it on me. That was Pablo.
The timing of that was perfect.
If you're gonna demonstrate on anyone, do it on me. I'm the one that can take the most damage. If you're gonna do anything damaging, also I'm the most adventurous one of us all. So I mean, anyway, fire away.
Demetrian, you say this, and before you have even fully finished your statement, you feel a sharp pain. All of you see that Vlad was just in front of Cassian, now is elbow deep in Demetrian's chest.
Like heart?
This is
Like,
not the kind of
went
penetration that
up-
I was into.
Went like through stomach, under rib cage.
To heart or
Demetrian, you do feel a pressure in your chest. And you
Don't
can
squeeze
see
too hard, honey.
just the unhinged the unhinged glee, and you can feel his arm trembling inside of you, like he's maybe debating, maybe trying to resist, and then just as suddenly pulls his arm out and says, "I tire of this."
Mm.
And then suddenly, where there was a man, there is a cloud of bats. Fly off into the night.
What?
Bat.
Bat.
Where?
God.
I want to do that.
That was awesome.
Are you okay?
No.
You taken care of.
Do you need
Makes
more
sense.
blood?
Maybe? How does it look?
It's painful. It
Don't
looks.
look good.
It looks like a person stuck their arm in you.
Yeah. Although now you
Hey.
haven't moved against other people.
Gaping is the word I would use.
Yes, gaping.
Now I know how my wives feel.
Yes, I chose
Okay.
that word intentionally.
All right.
Take the blood. Take the blood.
I'm gonna just lay here and just drop on the floor.
The real question, though, Demetrian, is if you just lay there, would Cassian lie with you?
And just forget the world.
Just forget the world?
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Good song.
And that's one way to break everybody.
Okay. I'm gonna nap right here.
Somebody drop some
I'm tired
blood
of
in
this,
my
Grandpa.
mouth.
Does
Here, take mine.
So, all of you would know, especially Demetrian, you're a little hungrier than what you can get from Cassian.
Mhm.
Do you want me to
Like, if I were to
find your wife?
put it numerically, I'd say you're like a 4 out of 5 on hunger.
Ooh, that's not good.
Mm-mm. I'm a
That's
little
not
bit
fine.
dying. Just a
Yeah.
little
is
bit.
there a village
Would
nearby?
it help
or
though?
Cassian, suddenly, Demetrian looks tastier than ever.
Yeah, we should get you some wives. Let's get you some wives. Would
Get me
would
someone- Get me at least 3.
would Cassian at least help if they gave a little bit of blood, or is it like better to just get human blood?
I mean, it would help somewhat, but like I said, they've never looked tastier than they do right now.
Okay, so
like-
it's bad for me.
Like maybe they're not. Yeah. Well,
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
it's bad for you because it would possibly increase your hunger and then make you want to
Okay,
finish
okay.
off, but in a,
Just be
Gotcha.
in a
sucking
much
each
more
other off.
final way.
Yeah,
In a more final way.
Yeah.
The final suck off.
Talk about swapping fluids.
Wives.
I mean, we talk about it almost every stream.
Yeah.
Right? I was gonna say this is taking a whole new level.
No. New hole, same level.
Yeah.
Anyway, please,
So, wives.
enough deliberating. Get me somebody, something, anything. I'm literally.
I was gonna say,
kinda
is there
hurts
any
now.
villages or anything nearby?
What was that?
Any villages or anything? Any way to get human?
No, you guys had to walk several
We're in
miles.
the middle of nowhere.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So I'm just like,
Also, there's no carriage.
did Vlad take the? Oh no, we have to walk miles to the carriage.
Yeah. So
Who wants to
Yeah.
carry my heavy
Even
ass?
as you walk, you realize the carriage is not there. You can imagine probably seeing a giant fleshy cathedral emerge out of the
Squish.
earth might have spooked some things.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Humans tend to react a little more intensely than Kindred do to like the horrors.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, to be fair, a lot of times either you guys are like feeding on the humans, or they've been humans who are aware of kind of what you are, and either are trying to kill you or trying to help you. This is the first one that is maybe a little neutral in that sense.
Okay. I guess we're walking the whole way.
Looks like it.
It was several days by carriage, so
No!
We're
How do you
here.
do that?
to be fair,
Die.
you can eat animals. It doesn't have to be humans. It's just not as
Okay.
satisfying.
I want to eat an animal.
I was gonna say, if you can do that, and if y'all will stop trying to be slightly overprotective, possibly for good reasons, let me literally run ahead to try and get to a nearby town, top
No.
speed, trying to get
No.
something.
Okay,
Like
fine. Give me
carrots or some
anything.
shit.
This is no bears.
I was
Okay.
gonna say grab
Deer.
a carriage or some shit, but okay, that works too.
Fucking, I don't know what's out there. What's out there? Wolf? I don't care.
Yeah, what animals would be out here?
If I can find 2 deer and marry them,
Well, for
will you
several
walk away?
miles, not.
The thing is, I'm getting hungrier. They're dying.
Just go on without me. Just go.
Jason's gonna like, all right, you know what? Fuck this. I'll be back as soon as possible, and he literally just books it top.
And alive. Alive. Don't kill it.
He is gone by the time because he literally, as soon as he says, "I'll be right back," he literally turns and at the same speed as you see him at top speed before, just bolts to try and find something for Demetrian.
Give me wits and survival roll, Jason. What are Cassian and Antonio doing while he's off hunting and Demetrian is dying?
Looking for the largest animal in the vicinity.
Yeah. I would help because I well, you know, no. Somebody
Well,
has to say close by.
The largest animal in the vicinity.
Not you.
Yeah. The largest
You
animal
like
in your
the
immediate vicinity.
dying. I am dying. Antonio stays. You go find me something, please. Thank you. I love you.
Yes, I
Bye.
will. And that's what I was going to suggest. I wouldn't want to harm
Just
you.
go.
Then I'll
Shit
keep
hurts.
I have survival, so
I got
Yeah,
two successes.
same roll.
okay.
Okay,
I missed what the roll was.
Jason, you wits and survival. Jason, you managed to find a fairly young deer.
Am I able to be fast enough to grab it and just knock it out and not
Yes.
kill it?
Yes.
And then I would
With
just
2
immediately,
successes. Yes.
immediately turn back, take it and run straight back.
Yeah. So, Cassian, as you are like about to start like looking for food, you then see like probably borderline Sonic style.
Just a blue burst. Runs
Yeah,
past
yeah.
me.
Jason reappears
blue,
with
but yeah.
a little blue. Jason reappears with a young deer, just old enough to take away, we'll say, 2 dots of hunger.
Okay.
It'll hold you off long enough to get to an actual town, and you can walk yourself. Because unfortunately, we've seen that you're the strongest of us all, and so
And you don't have to worry about me being hungry for you anymore because you're not dying.
At least not that
Sure.
kind of hungry.
Feel like I'm not dying. How does it look?
Still gaping.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
I think it'll take a little longer.
The flesh on the inside, those of you who are not Demetrian, you can see is like starting to knit itself back together, but the external hole still a little holy.
oh no! Wait, is it hurting now? If it's holy,
Yeah.
Not that kind of holy. So, the 4 of you set off on foot.
Yeah.
Yes.
As you arrive at a relatively nearby village, maybe a day or 2 later, you are able to feed, should you still need or want to, and you are able to procure a ride of some sort, I would imagine, because there are 2 very famous bards who everyone is just very excited to see and would love to be able to spend some time with you.
Oh God.
Oh wait.
Yeah, you got to deal with a fanboy the whole way home.
Do I?
Mhm.
I mean, as the most famous one here, obviously, they'd be drawn to you.
Wait, I'm more famous than you?
Yes.
You said 3 last time. I have 2.
Whoa. Okay. I'm fuck. I'm still
Little woozy.
yeah, a little bit. I'm just it's more it's like in my head. I'm like, I'm not usually into men, but damn, that was a little hot.
Any
Just like
dying?
inside me, and if I wasn't about to die, I would ask for it again.
Cassian, the person who offers to give you a ride uh, doesn't know that all of you are kindred, so would probably not be the greatest person to ride the whole way home with, because they would probably question why you sleep all day and you're awake all night, why
Yeah.
you don't want the sun. Uh, but he invites you into his home, and his elderly mother looks very weak and frail.
Oh no.
Oh, this would be so tempting because I've been having a lot of temptations.
Weak and frail in
Um,
a near death way.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I understood. I understood.
Mhm.
I would subtly, I guess, mercy kill the grandma.
Okay. How? How would you do this?
I'm trying to think of a discreet way to do it.
So this is a 1-room house. There's no privacy.
Okay, it's nighttime, right? So
Yeah.
let's hey guy. Um,
They know my
Wanna-
name.
His name is Guy.
It is now.
I love it. I love it.
Where's your nearest tavern? You want to show us where that is? Antonio and I are very well, we would like to share our gift of song to the locals and give you a special show because you're the one that brought us here. So yeah, we'd shout out your name before starting, and make sure that everybody knows that the reason that us famous, especially me, bards are here is because you brought us here.
Well, unfortunately, our nearest tavern is 2 days away.
Campfire? You know, like good old
The
bar.
massive crowds around the campfire.
I would say, how late in the evening is it? Is it early enough to have a banquet slash bonfire?
Yeah.
I mean,
Is there
impromptu in a very small remote village might be a little.
okay? What if? Do any of you know how to dance?
Oh, no. Dancing
No.
is not allowed.
It's not.
Not allowed.
Dancing is not
It's
allowed.
not
This
allowed.
is Footloose.
To be fair, there are a lot of Catholics.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dancing's not allowed. Oh wait. Is there a a place with this thing in it that people a church that we can
Of course, we're not
sing
Jesus.
at? Yeah. Antonio, are you up for singing about our
Lord
good
and Savior.
Lord and Savior?
That Lord
I
and Savior
think
who's
I
tried to
just
kill you guys a
before.
few times.
Jesus, Jesus, it's an I, right? Christ.
Cristo.
Jesus.
Yeah. Would you be up for singing some songs about Jesucristo and the La Madre Maria?
I think I'm up for that task. Yes.
Yeah, let's do that.
I will remind you both that true faith, very, very big ouch.
Uh-huh. It's just to get him out of
So
there.
yeah. I mean, you could just use your awe.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Brain fog from being chest fucked.
Antonio. You could just use your awe.
I finally pick up on what Demetrian's trying to do. Like, oh, we're not gonna perform. All right. Hey, look here, over here real quick. Come here a minute.
Birdie.
Go look
A red flies
Do you use your awe?
I will use my awe. Yeah.
Okay. You have to make a rouse check for that, right?
No, he has to roll. Just roll the
Not for
manipulation of
humans.
presence.
Not for humans.
For humans? No, it's just.
Oh yeah, for humans it just is, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so it just kind of happens. Cool.
Yeah, to be fair, you guys haven't been around a lot of humans lately. Like in the general story, there have been a lot of kindred.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're kind of rusty around humans.
We're like,
Yeah.
how do you human again? Oh.
I don't know how to
I
act.
mean, some of you lost some humanity, so it's a real
That's
question.
true.
Got to relearn a few
Yeah.
things.
I was gonna say that's
Yeah.
gonna be fun with the criminals.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing's on fire. Nothing
We'll
at
be
all.
okay. We'll be okay.
Well,
Yeah.
the Tremir's carts were on fire at least.
Debatable.
I didn't say they were, but their carts were on fire.
You tried.
I think they had
Yeah, you tried.
things protecting the carts
Yeah.
even.
It's more like you guys didn't really have a good delivery method to light said carts on fire.
Fair.
Just
Fair.
yeah. Anyway, so what is the plan once you have gotten Guy out?
Guy is out. Cassian's still there. Cassian gets to
Yeah.
have a
Nothing.
grandma for dinner.
Grandma dinner.
Sounds so terrible when you say it like that. Cassian, how do you feel about eating his grandma?
Weird. Kind of guilty because I have a lot of humanity.
Mhm. Yeah, go ahead and give me a
But-
willpower roll.
Okay. Two.
Okay. You feel guilty, but you're like, you know what? This is kind of a mercy kill. Like, she's lived a
She's
long life. She's
suffering.
like 40 something.
It looks 100.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, in this day and age,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
in this economy,
Mm-hmm. And like something's
Or my
obviously ailing her.
yeah,
Suffering a
mostly
little.
her age.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that it's a very like small, poor, remote village, so
Yeah. Doesn't do
probably
any
you
favors.
can imagine they don't have like the best like food. Maybe a little like malnutrition because
Yeah.
not enough variety. Just peasant food.
Yeah.
That- uh, anyway, yeah. So, are you guys killing Guy? Is that the plan?
That smile.
Um,
That damn smile.
not initially. He has a carriage, right? We're just gonna.
Yeah.
Hey, Antonio.
Yes.
Do we want to? Hey, Guy, can you tell him to go over there and like cover his ears, like earmuffs, and then go la 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 a lot, so he can't hear what we're saying.
I would like it very much if you took, 1,000-step walk in any direction and then take a nap. When you wake up, come back.
Just
Yeah,
not
that
back
one.
into your house.
Then wait by the cart for us.
Back where? What if he can't find the cart? What does he do then?
Then just
Keep
take
walking
another
forever?
nap.
Did somebody steal the cart?
Yeah. We're gonna flash forward to later. He is just walking until he dies.
Oh god.
But Antonio doesn't know that.
just for the audience at home. Yeah, this poor man is going to be wandering until he probably starves to death.
If cart
because
stops,
he
because
the
he
cart
does-
will stop.
Because he doesn't know how to count
Oh
to
my God.
1,000.
Oh my God, no! It's dude. Where's my cart?
Yeah. He lost. The cart got stolen.
Dude, your cart's gone.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Oops.
Every night,
How many-
something new.
How many times can we break Valencia in one stream?
Oh, we're going for the record each time.
Every night, it's something new. If it's not, you know, getting chest fucked or worshiping a salty old lady or
Mhm.
getting yelled at by he's not a human anymore, but he was a human. Werewolves. It's fucking.
Less,
I'm gonna. You
less
know what?
yelling,
This is,
more disappointment.
yeah. It's
Which hurts more.
Like,
It
I'm
wasn't
not
bad.
mad.
it's
But
it's just how. You know what? Fuck it. Jason's out there somewhere, right? He should know where the hell the fucking cart went to. Jason?
I was with. I hadn't
you
left
guys-
the house.
You guys know where the cart is.
I was about to say.
Guy
Oh, okay.
does not. Yeah.
Okay.
You're good.
Was it-
Guy will walk until he dies because he
Okay.
can't find his cart.
You told him to go find a cart.
I did.
Find his cart.
I forgot we were going to take it. I spoke incorrectly. I should have told him to just come home and take another nap.
This
No,
is the
you wanted to
conversation
go
as you're driving.
home.
wait, what if he walks up to the cart, therefore he found it?
I mean, if we went in the same direction as he walked off to. I just don't know to walk
What
away.
direction
This
did
is-
he walk
This
off?
is just a conversation as you guys are driving away from this village.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's.
Do you know which way he
Like,
went?
should we go back? Should we go back?
I
Nah.
think he's. Listen, whatever.
It'll be
I'm
fine.
sure he'll be
I-
fine.
I asked you to just tell him to go over there and cover his ears and like go la la la, and not to tell him to go walk to find something, and then like go to sleep there. I was gonna ask you. The only thing I was gonna ask you is like if you wanted to like just awe him into like just convince him into giving us the cart, or kill him and just take it. And I guess maybe both just happened.
I think it did.
It was a long drawn out way, apparently.
Just a couple of extra steps.
We don't even know which way he damn went.
You guys immediately drove off.
We just took the. You killed the grandma, right, Cassian?
Yes. That's how they have to die.
But just making sure you didn't like, feel bad and then say no. Because it would be worse at this point
It would
if
be
she was
so much
alive.
worse.
And now she has no one to take care of her if she was alive.
That's why I mercy kill. Mercy kill.
And now he never finds his dead mom. It's compassion.
He
We
dies
did him a
wandering.
favor.
It's like a romantic tale, I guess.
I mean, I
thought I was the bitch of this crew, but I guess not.
I was imagining this is like his grandma. So
Yeah.
there's a
Grandma,
mom
yes.
out there who lost a mom.
Oh yeah, and,
and
a
a son.
son.
And a son.
Right.
Yeah. The real horrors of the friends we made along the way.
Griffin, save him from the heartbreak,
It
but
was
not
just-
the heart attack.
It was just supposed to be a mercy kill for her grandma.
We
Nothing
get
more.
it. We understand. I know this, and I love you. This is fine. You're fine. It's the other thing that I'm more
Let's just focus on the future and forget about
Yeah.
what's in the past. Let's
Okay,
keep
should
going.
wait? But if we find him, take the cart to him. He finds the cart, falls asleep, and then he's fine and he can go home.
If
This
that
is
happens,
the
yes.
conversation. This is the conversation for the next several days on your way home.
Looks back. No, I think we've gone too far.
10 years
He might
later,
have-
he walks up and is like, finally, my cart, and just collapses and
He's
dies.
not drinking or eating. He's
Yeah.
just walking.
Yeah, we
Just
don't know
walking.
what he was.
Jason, I thought you
Yeah.
would be the one to feel bad about this.
Listen, I do, and that's why I'm trying to make a joke so I can ignore the fact that I feel bad about it.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, we've been through a lot worse in the last few days versus what having a guy walk to his literal death.
Not just a guy.
Literally, yeah.
Poor guy.
Listen,
Poor guy.
The guy.
I've discovered
Best
this
guy ever
new.
knew.
Fucking guy.
I've recently
He's a real
discovered
fun guy.
this new substance that's been really helping out with the stress and such. It's called copium.
It's called.
Copium. You should really try it out.
I heard something
Hey,
else.
do you want to know how it feels to be stabbed through your tummy like I do? It's actually, this is going to be like a lot easier for you than it was for me because it was a hand.
Yeah.
This is actually sharp.
Listen, I said you
Vagina
should
is
try
worse.
copium, but that didn't mean you try it out on me, all right? I should not be the one for your coping mechanism.
See, I feel like this is just Jason trying to make fetch happen because this is way too early for copium.
I'm. Sácamelo de encima. Que lo voy a matar. Lo voy a matar. Lo voy a matar. Lo voy a matar. No, 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 no. Te me callas la boca porque te voy a matar.
Olive branch.
Si no te me callas la maldita boca,
Olive branch.
te voy a matar.
Olive branch.
Jason, you were about to get a chancla to the face.
Again, those haven't been invented yet.
That is not true.
No,
That is not
Yeah,
true.
that is not true.
Sandals.
That is not true.
Specifically, sandals.
The
yeah.
ancient chancla is just Spanish. For
You're a Greek man, you
Yeah.
should know this.
No, I shouldn't.
Sandals have existed for a long, long time.
You should be the most afraid
Yeah.
of them.
I
Okay,
was just-
Yeah.
Texas should probably know a little more Spanish.
I learned it in middle school and then promptly forgot it as soon as I got out of middle school.
Doing so good, so proud.
I had no use. My brain, if it doesn't have use for me, I forget it, and I had no use for it at the time.
Texas, there's so much Spanish.
That is a conversation for Alpha Stream.
Fair. Anyway, moving on.
Demetrian
Are
just went to a
you-
corner and just.
I was gonna say,
a corner of the cart.
Jason
Yeah.
was trying to give an olive branch and say, when we get back, we can go kill or do whatever we want to a bunch of criminals if you'd like.
I don't give a shit about criminals.
No, yes, but it feels better for me that I know it's a criminal.
Oh, great. It feels better for you.
I'd rather you do it to people that are sinful than innocent. Killing random innocents would be worse.
Sinful? What are you, a Christian?
No, that's just a word that I've heard used, and it what's wrong with wanting to
If I could,
focus on people who
I would shit. If I could, I would. I would on you.
I just
at this
it's
point.
like people who rape and murder people.
Oh, don't make me throw you out of the cart.
Going around repeating words you hear. Cassian, I think we have a new parrot for you.
I don't think it'll work.
Wow.
I don't think my animal tin will work.
That was great. Thank you, Antonio. I needed that. You can live now.
So, are the four of you reporting back to the Baron, or are you just going home and saying "fuck this"?
Oh yeah, I guess we should report back to the Baron.
Well,
If y'all want to do
go to
that,
the
you can do that.
Baron. Yeah.
I'll
Still
be in the
bummed about
cart.
Guy.
Are you?
About
I'm
Guy.
just imagining, I'm just imagining him wandering all alone, slowly starving to death.
Can it be that actually, Guy, real quick? You would actually not have a reason to be mad at Jason for using the word sin because it is a Greek word for failure and missing the mark. It was
Okay,
the root word
but-
is Russia, which is Greek. So
But-
translated to English, it would be sin.
but you guys have fought a lot of Catholics. Let's be real.
I mean, true.
Who use that word a whole lot, and that's kind of the like vibe of this point in time.
Mhm.
It's definitely not common knowledge that it comes from Greek in any way, shape, or form. Antonio might know that.
True.
Is he going to tell anybody that? Probably not.
Wow. Not even gonna stick up for me. I see how it is.
I'm just gonna fuck with my thing and just.
I mean, Jason is very good at digging holes for exclusively
out.
himself. Yeah. They just keep getting deeper.
Antonio's off in his head thinking about how he can get more famous.
Cute.
He's planning his next world tour.
Mm-hmm. Bardoff.
I feel like this ruined the world tour.
Ugh. Yeah. Also, Rin, in response to your fun fact, I would be willing to bet, for those of you who are watching this later, Ren's talking about number one, like abuelas and just Hispanic moms. How if you get that like million words a minute, you're in trouble. And then like also talking about like indigenous American aunties being able to also throw chanclas. I would be willing to bet a lot of that comes from the fact that like there's a lot of indigenous like heritage in a lot of Latin people because there was a lot of like intermingling of the cultures at one point in time. So I would be willing to bet that's probably a lot of that.
Yeah.
Little tangent. Anyway, yeah. So you guys are going back to Radu.
Yes.
I have a feeling Radu's not going to be happy about this.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Who is going in first, or are you all just shoving
I'm
Jason
staying
in?
in the cart.
I'll go in.
I'm tired of all
Should I
you. I'm tired of this
Should-
shit.
Even me.
You can stay with me.
They can stay there. They can stay right there.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody go with Antonio?
Oh, won't you
Yeah,
stay
I'll go in with him.
me?
Jason just kind of just
Yeah.
follows along. Doesn't really say much.
I need.
That tracks. So, Antonio, you
Mhm.
enter the Baron's abode. And he says, "Oh, good. You've returned.
We have.
And do you want to tell me what happened, or should I tell you?"
Well, it appears more has happened since we left than happened around us. So why don't you inform us of all the new things since we've been gone?
Our mutual acquaintance has already come by He told me everything about how he devoured Yorick and
Yes.
several other elders in the process. The cathedral has gone missing. No one has any idea where it has wandered off to. And Vlad has returned to terrorizing Wallachia.
Lucky them.
Hmm. Aside from the fact that they are also Romanians. So, I suppose this did not go as any of us would have hoped.
No. Not completely unexpected, just very, very surprising.
And what exactly does that mean? Not unexpected.
He did not seem the type to submit willingly, completely. He had his, of course, ruler's ego. I thought he was more amicable to a mutual situation. I guess I misevaluated his commitment.
Yes, I think we all underestimated his, shall we say, eccentricities.
If I'm being honest, I didn't think that was even possible at the
Hmm.
first moment.
Well, I suppose could be worse. Could be a lot better, but could be so much worse. At least, he's not a Tremere.
True. That is one major benefit for sure.
Hmm. Major is maybe an overstatement. I don't know that it. I don't know that it outweighs the other consequences that we'll have to deal with in time. Yorick was significantly older than myself or many of the other rulers of this land. Now that Vlad has that power, I fear there's not much we can do to stop him. Only try to keep him somewhat under control as best we can.
If such a thing is possible, or at the very least, guide him in a beneficial direction.
Mm, yes. I suppose you did what I asked. So consider this a boon owed. Should the need arise, I am in your debt. You may leave.
Thank you. And I exit.
Just like power walking out.
I was going to say power walk, a step and a half.
You're muted, Lindsay.
You're back.
Let's get out of here. We're not in
What
trouble,
happened?
but-
Yeah, how'd it go?
Well, Vlad made a stop. In his fashion, he explained exactly what he did and then left. And now he's back home.
And
What did he do?
what did he do?
Taking Yorick.
Did he do anything else in between Yorick and here?
Mm,
was
Other
gonna
elders.
say,
Didn't mention
I
that.
real quick. I don't know if y'all
You're
heard
not
me
telling
earlier. I
us?
did say Jason did follow Antonio in, so he did hear all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say as soon
Really
as
helpful.
Demetrian starts, like, not only just York, but other elders, and also apparently the castle that not castle the Cathedral of Flesh also has disappeared. They don't know where it went either.
I mean, you guys
Oh.
kind of already knew. Like, it sort of
When
disappeared.
it
mean,
walked off,
yeah.
It disappeared. Yeah, it
They haven't found
disappeared
it
from
yet.
us.
Well,
Yeah.
But the fact that
I guess it's gone.
such an organization or a group of this people can't find it.
What he? Oh, he listened.
Also,
Mhm.
yes, I did not mention that we spoke about it, but apparently our words were memorable.
Oh, dear.
He listened. Shit, he listened.
He sure did.
Yeah.
One good thing that came out of this is, well, two. As Roderick said, he's not a Tremere. And since we did technically do what he asked us to do, we now have a boon from him.
Ah, he owes us. Cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, that
There's
works.
that.
Still trying to sparse with it. I mean, he's a fucking tyrant now. Now that he
Yeah.
has all the
Now?
goddamn power. I mean,
He already
before he was like, on the cusp, and he was
The baby.
doing
Tyrant.
things.
He was a tyrant. He's just now a powerful tyrant.
Yeah, now he's a tyrant that's just trying to. What I mean,
Essentially an immortal tyrant now.
if he listened, it's possible he. I mean, he did rib fuck me, but
Yeah. But he chose not to kill you.
yeah, he didn't squeeze the fuck out of my heart. So, you think he has a crush on me?
Maybe.
Test everybody.
He
I don't
almost
know.
did crush my heart.
He almost had a crush in you.
Yeah. No, all seriousness. Maybe he has a soft spot for us.
Here's
Mean
to
he like-
hoping.
Us? I doubt he likes me. He didn't like the Ravens.
That's true, but he didn't kill you. He could have killed all of us right then and there.
True.
He
Easily.
literally could have just completely killed me instead of leaving me for dead, knowing that one of you guys were going to help me come back to.
That's true.
Yeah.
According
Do you
to Roderick, Yorick was one of the oldest in the land. And now Vlad has all that power.
That's
Plus-
not good.
Plus others.
Plus
Mhm.
other elders.
How many elders are left, I wonder?
I mean, probably quite a few still.
I don't know, like 12. Don't ask me where I got that number from.
I have an idea.
Anyway,
What are we doing now?
you want to go
That-
home? Because I feel like we should just get the hell out of here and just go home.
Yeah, but I feel like we should also talk about getting a new home because I don't exactly like that castle no more.
Where the hell else would we go?
I mean, we have time. I'm just saying, I've been meaning to talk to y'all because I don't like having dozens, if roughly anywhere between 5, 10, 15
20,
gargoyles.
25, 30, 35.
Yeah, watching us
45,
at
50.
any given time.
Remember, we're trying to fix that.
I don't.
What are you saying? You want to have Cassian charm the 60 plus more people into building us yet another castle somewhere that nobody else knows about?
I mean, it would honestly be a good idea for us. With how
And don't-
much trouble we get ourselves into, having a place that is out middle of nowhere where no one knows about is actually a good idea.
You know, it'd be really cool.
What?
An
If we moved to
underground
Greece.
castle.
How long would that
So-
take?
Quite a while, because not only do you have to build the castle, but you got to dig the hole for said castle.
It'd be pretty fun though. Underground castle.
You can walk in there during the day because the sun don't shine.
Exactly. Solves a lot of issues.
Mm-hmm.
Ideas, yes.
Hey, I don't hear anybody else coming up with any other ideas other than
mean-
going to Greece just because
Going
you
to
have a crush
Greece?
on somebody.
What?
Look, it's a very beautiful land with
Person, yes,
Beautiful,
who's
beautiful
tall
person.
so much culture and
and can give you uppies.
don't act like you wouldn't want it to.
Oh,
Nobody picks me up.
Except
I was going to say, except for
I
Lamb.
mean,
See, and that's one of the reasons why.
fine, more uppies
was
for
it
me.
13 reasons why.
That was my 13th reason. uh, fuck. I don't know. Do we have them? Right. You guys never even paid those other people 200 plus years ago.
I mean, we give them a place
we
to
with
did.
live,
shinies.
and
Yeah, it
we
was
ate
just
their
shinies. We never
dumplings.
said what shinies.
They got,
Also, Antonio's rich now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I got all the cash.
Yeah.
Also, I heard about this guy somewhere elsewhere that whenever he had to get people build his underground castle or underground lab, he had those people at the very bottom working for him as well. So I mean, we could do that if we don't want secrets getting out.
What?
Batcave. The people who built the Batcave.
Both of your reactions were identical at the same
Let me just kick Raven out real quick. We're done here.
Both of you at the same time.
That was great.
Beautiful. Let me please clip that. Please.
Anyway, are you returning to your fortress?
I feel like I feel like this conversation was on the way to the fortress. Yeah.
We might as well, because even if we don't stay there, we can still get stuff there and leave.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. As the four of you return home, nothing seems amiss. You enter into the open area where you would normally receive guests. Only to see that there is someone seated very comfortably on the chair at the end of the dining table. Certain
Hi.
Vlad Tepish.
Hi, Vlad.
Just kind of hoping.
I like what you've done with the place.
Oh yeah,
nice.
you got some Castlemania.
Yes. I think I'll take it.
You'll
Take it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But your home is so much nicer.
Mm.
Oh no.
That's where you were wrong, my friend.
what will you do with the rest of the rooms
Whatever I want.
and the gargoyles?
I do not fear that.
Why?
Oh, you would like a demonstration now? Yes.
Oh no.
Enough
No,
of
I
the
don't
demonstrations.
think
Unless you're going to
that's
demonstrate on one of the
necessary.
gargoyles, I don't want to. I don't want to see another demonstration. I'm still recovering from that. I feel ways about it.
And as you say that, the gargoyles enter from behind Vlad,
Oh.
all dozen or so of them, flanking him on either side. And one comes up and just sort of nuzzles against him.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Great.
Oh, cute.
Mm, yes. They're quite useful.
You you do know that they're kindred that have been experimented on and twisted into this figure that you see now, and it would be nice for them to have a nice life.
Oh,
And are you going to do
they will
that?
have a very nice on life. Feeding and tormenting. Yes. It will be very nice. We will have much fun together.
Okay. Something's different about you. It
Oh,
feels
you know.
like you, yeah, I noticed. It's like, you have like this glow about you.
Mm, yes. I've been
It's,
feeding quite well.
I,
Very
I,
rich blood.
all the way.
Hmm.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. So remember that thing that we talked about? Is that what kind of maybe inspired you more? Or did you already have this in mind?
Hmm. That is the question, isn't
Did I just
it?
ask?
He just smiles at you and says, "You are free to stay here for however long you like, but I'm afraid this is no longer your home. It belongs to me
Listen, as long as we're free to stay here, we're not going to cause you any trouble. Jason over here was already thinking about moving. So I don't step on your dick. You don't step on mine. And are we good?
now. I will step on whose ever dick I choose."
I knew it was coming.
Good thing I don't have a dick.
Be fixed, if you would
No
like.
thanks.
um, it's just the delivery of that was fantastic. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Who am I to tell you whose dick to step on? Anybody else gonna say anything, or is it just me talking?
Nope,
Because I
you're
still feel some
doing
kind of
wonderful.
way about being penetrated. Okay.
You're doing wonderfully.
Everyone else is like 20 feet behind you, like, "You're doing great, sweetie."
Can
No,
we ask?
Cassian would be next to them.
Can we ask how welcome the Tremere are here?
The Tremere? they can come if they wish to serve me, but
What I would
otherwise
expect if
they're
I would
unwelcome.
hope.
Yes. Well, they do not seem to be interested in working together.
No, I did not expect that from them.
Yeah, it's kind of good because yeah, they don't seem like the type that actually wants to submit to you.
Mm.
So
Yes, they prefer their silly little club.
yeah,
True.
very silly little club with their fucking magic.
Hmm.
Yes. Who needs magic when we have all of this wonderful
Raw,
power?
raw power.
Power.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I'm completely with you on that one.
Completely agree.
Fucking magic. I would spit, but this is your home now, so
No, no, no. Spit if you like. We spit at the
fucking
premiere. And it just spits 3 times.
fucking magic.
Just everybody starts spitting.
Ah,
Just out of pure FOMO.
Jason's like, I gotta see what this is all about. So, what's the plan now? Now that you have had your castle usurped.
You want to make that underground castle now?
I don't know about underground, but definitely want to do something of our own place. Yeah.
Is there
Are we doing
anywhere
talk?
around here to get
Are
some
we?
ebony bricks?
I was gonna say, are we talking about this right here in front of Vlad? Out of curiosity, are we leaving the room above table?
I'm fine talking in front of him. He doesn't seem to give a crap.
Uh,
He literally said, "Hey, this castle is mine now. You can come and go as you please, but you don't live here anymore." So we just have to
Yeah.
kind of make plans.
Not that you don't live here, you don't own it.
You don't
Yeah,
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not your place anymore.
Yeah. But he
It's
did say we
his.
could stay as long as we'd like, which kind of was the arrangement anyways.
mhm. It was
Yeah.
It was
ours.
only ours as long as somebody it was
I was gonna
only
say-
ours as long as somebody
It's the
older and
same
powerful
thing.
didn't come by and say, okay, we're using it now.
To be fair, you did break that bond though, because that was the Tremere who had that power,
mhm.
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
you
yeah.
had 100 or so years of sort of freedom,
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
and technically you're still free to come and go. You could go wherever. You could
Yeah.
I mean, I
build
was
your
never
own
partial to this
castle.
place.
Yeah, you could build your own castle with blackjack and hookers.
Have a whole brothel wing on the place.
Obviously,
There you go.
why wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Just for me.
I was gonna say that's how we make money. Is we have a brothel attached to our house.
What? No,
That
they're
sounds
just for
awfully
me.
criminal.
What? Hey! Technically, that's not a crime.
And a lot of countries it is, even at this point in time.
Only by human laws.
God damn it! Get out.
How dare you actually be right? I'm going to retire to my room. I'll see you all tomorrow night.
I'll retire to mine. Whoever wants to come is welcome. Whoever wants to come is welcome. There's two different things there. So that's
Yeah.
why I said it twice.
Welcome and welcome.
Yes, come well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the ocean, so I thought you were talking about another kind of welcome.
No, that's whale come.
That's what I said.
Anyway, I'm going.
I follow.
The invitation is open for anybody who can hear me.
Yeah. You realize as you start saying that, Vlad is not in the seat anymore.
I'm sure you can still hear.
As you make your way up to your room, Kessin, are you joining them?
Mhm.
Okay. Vlad is already in your bed.
Hi,
Hello.
tall, dark, and mustachioed.
Mhm. It is that mustache.
Are you just gonna be there and stare, or do you like to watch?
Hmm. Was waiting for you, but I can take the lead if you would like. And the door shuts behind you. No one seems to be there. We're gonna fade to black on that one. As whatever happens, happens. Antonio, Jason, what are the two of you doing?
I am. What was he doing? He's still thinking about getting famous, but he's also trying to catalog because I think he was already envisioning having to pack everything and get the hell out. So more so, I was like, well, we're kind of safe from everyone else that isn't Vlad at the moment, and maybe safe as long as he has a positive affect. Maybe.
I will
Might be less
remind
safe to be
you.
positive.
I will remind you that you watched him execute his own servant
Yes.
casually.
True.
So
That's right.
just saying.
So definitely thinking about not being here long.
You're like, well, we could. No, we should not stay.
But he seems kind of chill sometimes. No.
No.
As long as I'm keeping him happy, apparently.
I was gonna say it's that the fucking TikTok where it's like, no, no. Drink the soda, anyways.
Yeah. So, Jason, what are you doing?
He ends up finding his way out on the roof and just kind of going over the last couple of weeks and exactly how far fucked his life has gotten.
Yes.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Listen, after watching a cathedral of flesh, a literal cathedral of flesh, get up and walk away.
Small lemons.
Yeah, some people have to take a moment to go over their life choices and
Chew it
see
over real quick.
how they got here.
Pondering on the rooftop, like,
Brooding.
Yeah,
fuck?
I
corner.
was. Listen,
why
I
the
was.
fuck did I get myself into this?
And then swings away on his batarang. Yeah. So, tell me more about this, Raven. What are you pondering?
Just. I'm really sure how to put it. Like I said, he just trying to do the math, and unfortunately, he's not good at math. So he's going down. Basically, it's just a rabbit hole of emotions and confusion.
He's in a glass case of emotion. And he brought milk.
Which is even worse for Kindred. Milk was a
was gonna
bad
say-
choice.
The way the best mental image I can say is the scene from what is it, the not Community, what is it, the one with the Danny Glover, where he walks into the room with pizza and everything's just on
Isn't
fire.
that is Community, isn't it?
Is it Community?
That's
I had a different-
Donald Glover. Danny Glover is the one from Lethal Weapon.
Yes, Donald Glover. Sorry.
To be fair, they are
and-
very similar names.
Yeah.
that is community.
That's how he looks at his life with the kindred and life and everything.
Not
Is just
wrong.
and it's very much so just like I said, just going over, trying to figure out where he goes from here. And eventually probably ask his gods for advice, or not advice, but a sign of where to go, if we're going to be honest. Like Zeus,
okay.
Artemis, and such.
So I would say at this point, you can pretty well gather. You know that the Camarilla is forming, the Sabbat is forming with the Anarch movement. While they don't quite have that name formally yet, it has sort of been whispered in kindred circles. Uh, the circles that you're in, for the most part, it's more of like you've heard the Camarilla refer to your people as Sabbat, and it's kind of become like reclaiming the word almost, uh, to call yourself Sabbat. Like maybe not you guys, but just that group that you associate with. Um, and you know that the Camarilla have the older kindred. They have a little more like formal structure, but they don't really like people who don't follow the rules. So realistically, even Jason, like even if Jason wanted to split off from the rest of the coterie, even Jason probably wouldn't fit in super well with that like rigid structure. And you know that the rest of the coterie would not either. It would chafe. It would be a very poor fit. But the Sabbat are a little unorganized, reckless, and not quite as powerful. Not numerous, not powerful, but united in a cause, even if a little chaotic. And despite the theoretical disadvantages, it does seem like that is the group that is better suited. There's always the possibility of splitting off from both, but given the dangers of unlife every night, being independent seems like it'd be a poor choice as well. Because then you just have everyone against you. Humans, kindred, Garu. So you tell me.
Are you talking to me specifically, or the group still?
Yes, you.
I'm sorry, I got so
You
lost in that. Sorry,
You were
I
the
got,
one who was asking about like where you should go.
no. That's all. Sorry, like I said, I got so lost in that I completely forgot I was actually in it and not just listening to a stream.
Thanks for coming to stream, Raven.
Well, I wasn't like
Appreciate you coming to story time with Rain.
Yeah.
I wasn't meaning like I was
I know.
asking you.
I'm just giving you shit.
Yeah.
I'm just giving.
No, I was gonna say like Jason. Like I said, Jason would say. I'd say Jason still feels lost. He'd obviously once the loud noises downstairs of both pain and pleasure settle down, he'd go and talk to the coterie and get their opinions. But he'd be up on the roof, like I said, he himself would be asking Zeus and Artemis for directions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I can tell you this: those sounds are not going to stop tonight.
Oh, and he's well aware, and that's why he's
Vlad can go all night.
So yeah, he's just gonna take time to contemplate decisions and what's possible. And then, because he
Yeah.
doesn't have anything to pack up anyways, he's traveled very, very light. So
Fair. Just the semi-related but not thought is one of the benefits of being a kindred is there's no refractory period. So yeah, he really could go all night.
Nice.
Just saying. Just keeps
Oh,
coming
yeah.
and coming.
Huh.
You got lost in the thought. Yeah, as one does. So, you all spend the rest of your night in your various forms of contemplation. Contemplating what? Just depends on who you're asking.
Contemplating.
Comfortable.
The next night, Vlad is nowhere to be seen whenever you awaken. But the four of you come together. And Jason, you've had the night to ponder. If everyone else is pondering what you're pondering.
yeah, just be the first one to speak up. Like, all right, so based on everything, I don't know 100% about this so-called Sabbat movement, but I am 100% behind the idea of freedoms and doing things not necessarily entirely our own way, but not the way the Tremere want. While y'all were, I had a lot of time last night to think about this stuff, so I'm just trying to get this out of the way.
So
want
the things that I've been yelling about for the past 200 years. Cool.
Yes, and I have been on your side since I nearly got burnt up to a crisp by the fucking Tremere.
But now it's more
For the last like 100 or
cemented.
so years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
yeah.
it's
Now
more
it's sinking
More
in.
solidified, yes, sinking in, and everything that's happened recently. We need to figure out where we're going from here.
with all the elder murder that Vlad's been doing, not your elder murder, Cassian. That's different. It's it's. I don't blame you for thinking about it so much, to be honest. I try not to think. I just do.
It's worked out
But-
well.
Has it?
Well,
In there. Things happen.
I'm glad you have that much faith in me, Cassian. There's no but. That's period.
Yeah.
Anybody else have faith in me?
yeah. It's
Yep.
just
Okay, good. Just
You
checking.
have faith in you.
Alright.
we have faith in you. It's just like you were saying. I was gonna say we need to start actually thinking about what we're gonna do. We're old enough to just stop rushing into things, half cocked,
I'm
And
always fully cocked.
ending up having to fight our way out of situations. And yes, I understand. Yes, fighting is fun. I am the first one to say that. But it shouldn't be first resort.
Suppose. Yeah. While I was deep in thought
Sure. We'll call it that.
What you're
Last
calling
night.
casting now?
Deep in thought. Deep in thought.
Plural thoughts.
That's just OT, not
Yeah, that was the joke.
Yeah.
I hate hay.
Well, I was deep in thoughts last night. It does make sense to create a new place to live, and it doesn't have to be underground. We could be gaudy and make another castle,
Mm.
but
You know a guy.
Hmm.
we do know a guy. And we have the funds. Well, I mean, I don't have the fame. Antonio has the funds.
True.
I can be your father. I'm sorry. So yeah, I think while we can stay here and we can retreat here if we're being chased by things that want to kill us that are not allied with us
Mhm.
or allied with our wonderful Sir Pokington III, we'll be safe, I guess, so long as we don't step on his dick, apparently.
Mhm.
Um, just kind of make sure that his dick is still wet, Cassian. Um, we
Back to
can.
the conversation.
That is the
Well, I'm
conversation.
getting there. I'm getting there. Fuck. A little foreplay first. Come on now.
We've already confirmed.
Enjoy foreplay.
Not into that.
But yeah, no, we should probably make our own place and somewhere where they, they, the in general they, don't know where it is. But it would be an
Yeah.
advantageous spot for us to get
Mhm.
around.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Any black stones around? I really want a black
A
castle.
black stone castle. That would be amazing. That would look
I mean, yeah, it would be dope. Although I feel like that might start up unwanted rumors if passerbys might see it.
Why? Because it's black?
if we just find an area with the like black shale.
That is, I was
It
gonna
looks
say, that is a
fine.
very charged question, Demetrian.
You're the one who asked it, so
I was gonna say, because historically speaking, Western people don't have very fond ideas about structures and creatures and beings that are purely black.
I mean, it's not just West. I mean, like the literal color black, like it is kind of a common thing in other cultures as well, but not always the same. But also, like Gothic
Yeah,
architecture.
Gothic architecture. It's darker.
Dark
Yeah,
Weird.
stone?
yeah.
And
That's why
it'd be hard
Baroque
to
is.
see from afar.
Yeah.
At night.
I guess.
So
It's fine with me, I guess. Yeah. Either way, just I like the idea of just getting our own place and building it so no one can find it and whatnot.
okay. So I guess that's our next personal goal for the
Cool
four of
castle.
us. Let's just hope that let's just try to find a place that's like close to a town that's fucking fun. At least.
Yes. It has to be a fun town.
We'll
No
be the funnest town.
No churches.
That's gonna be hard.
Well, yeah, nowadays, but still. There's got to be one place at least within the
A
100 or so kilometers.
a town large enough to be considered fun by your standards is gonna have a church.
What do you always have to bring me down?
I'm not. No, this isn't bringing you down. This is bringing you to reality of like you want a fun town, but a tiny little town's not going to be fun. They're not going to have taverns. They're not going to have a lot of booze.
Yeah, but they're gonna have a church. If it's a tiny town, it's gonna have a church. We just went through a tiny
So,
town that had a
but
church and not a
yes,
tavern.
yes. But then you turn around and go to a large town. You're gonna find taverns and such, but you're still gonna find a church because oh look, more people
Listen,
to follow us.
as long as the church is not something that is the main thing, I guess. Whatever.
And who knows? Maybe the church one night will just disappear.
Either that, or I'm gonna say, Dimitri, you're great at corrupting people. So
Am I?
I was gonna say I plead the fifth, but that doesn't exist.
Yet. Okay with that.
Yet.
On
This is
that
true.
note, I think that's probably a good place for us to go ahead and wrap for the night. Thank you all for coming and watching. Thank you all for playing. As always, the chaos has been delightful. And yeah, we will see you all next time. Bye.
Good night, y'all. Mwah.
Night.
Bye.